Hey, what's up everyone? Danny and Alex. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys 5 or 6 different footwork drills you can do if you're solo. Guys, today we're going to be using some disc cones. If you don't have cones like we do, just place some objects, maybe boxing gloves or your hand wraps or a pair of shoes everywhere. You're going to need about 6 objects. We're going to have 6 disc cones today we're going to be using. We're going to show you guys a few drills. All right, so the first drill we're going to show you guys is a drill very basic that's going to enable you to be able to move your feet, move around the ring, but not cross them, right? So when you're boxing, you want to be able to move forward, backward, laterally, left to right sides, all right? This is a very basic drill to help you not to cross your feet, staying light on your feet. Remember, all of these drills are footwork drills to enable you to move very quickly, very bouncy, very light on your feet around an opponent, all right? So right now, the first one is just going to be shuffling around the cones, all right? Go ahead, Alex. So notice how he's moving forward. Now he's moving towards his left, now towards the back, and then he moves towards his right. And he keeps going like this. Around the cones, always light, stay on the balls of your feet. And every time we do these drills, we want to ensure that we're looking in front of us. Try not to look at your feet or look at the ground. That sense of awareness of where the cones are is super important because that's how you're going to be fighting in the ring. Okay, so the second drill we're going to be doing now is very similar to the first one, but now I want Alex to move inside the cones as well. So he's going to be cutting the corners a little bit quicker now. So he's going to move forward here, stay on the inside, move forward towards the right side, move forward towards the left side. Now he's going to back up and do the same drill towards his right, back out, towards his left, back out, and towards his right. And he continues this pattern the whole time. And usually what we'll do is set a timer. You know, you want to do this for 1 minute or maybe 2 minutes, all right? And he's always moving in the same fashion. And this is a great drill to practice your footwork, very good, to enable you to stay light on your feet and sometimes change directions a little bit quicker. And this is drill number 2. All right, so drill number 3, now we're going to practice, is creating angles, all right? So you imagine the cone is an opponent facing in front of you. So what you want to be doing is able to cut, all right? So if I'm standing here, in front of my cone, I want to be able to take a step on the outside of the cone now. So I widen my lead foot and now I'm going to pivot on that foot and face the camera. Okay, so now I want Alex to practice this drill by practicing that angle step. So he's going to step and angle out. And again, step, angle out, step, angle out, step, angle out. Now we can also add some head movement. So he slips with his step and now he angles out. Again, slip, angle out, slip, angle out, slip, angle out. Now if we want to do this towards the inside, what I want him to do is step towards the inside with his lead foot and now pivot on the back foot. Boom. Again, slip and move. Boom and move. All right. And usually, once again, we'll set a timer, 2 or 3 minutes. All right. And I will just practice this. This is not a very difficult drill to do, but it's challenging at first if you don't understand angling, step, and weight distribution. It's also a very essential, very important drill to practice using a cone. If you have a heavy bag, just put a boxing glove on the ground and do this drill. Super, super important drill. All right, in this next drill, I want Alex to learn how to move around his opponent. All right, so if you notice here, I place 5 cones. So the 4 cones are going to be to move around the opponent, but the center cone is basically just that marker, so he wants to step in towards his opponent and step back out. Okay, so the way I designed this drill is for him to be able to shuffle his feet on his left and also use the footwork towards his right, okay? Because sometimes you want to be able to move around the right hand, so away from the power side, all right? So what he's going to be doing now is always using a step in every time he faces that inside cone on the opening, and then shuffle towards his left, and then step back in. And he's going to do this all around. But when he moves to his right now, you'll notice how he uses what I call the L step. All right, so he's going to switch his feet so he can move towards his right side or the back side, all right, where the opening side is. All right, so get into your stance. Now we're going to start moving. Go. Step in, step out, circle around, step in, step out, circle around, in and out. And you always want to move back into your opponent. Now if he goes to the other direction, you'll notice when he steps out, he uses that L step. Step in, L step. Step in, L step. And now keep going, all directions. And once again, you want to set a timer here and use this as a round and you visualize, okay? And when we do these drills, I can't stress this enough, is you always want to look in front of you. You never look at the cones, never look at your feet. You want that sense of awareness of where the cones are. And this is good ring generalship because you want to be able to know exactly where you are in the ring, if you're center or attaining the corner of the ring, where the ropes are, all right, where the opponent is, of course. And this is going to get that good footwork sense of moving around and moving in towards your opponent. Very good. All right, the next drill, we're going to keep the markers exactly where they are. We're going to use that previous drill, but now we're going to add the element of the angles from drill number 3. Okay, so every time he's going to move in, he's going to step on an angle before he moves back out of range and keeps on circling around his opponent. All right, so we'll demo here. So as he moves in, 1, he steps, angles out, and now he keeps shuffling. He moves in and step, angle out, and keep shuffling. And of course, now we can go in any direction you want. Try to keep it like all sorts of directions. Notice how he L-stepped here. He moves in, inside slip, boom. Moves back in towards the inside. And again, outside, shuffle. And at first, when you're first starting to do these drills, you want to go slow so you understand exactly where your weight distribution is. It's very important. You never want to be doing footwork and you're off balance, because the reason why we practice footwork, it's my opinion that footwork is the most important things. A lot of times people want to learn all the punches and kicks, but at the end of the day, the footwork is that transit system. If you don't have good footwork to move in the range to attack your opponent and score, you're not going to be able to do so. Also, if you're not fast enough on your feet to get out of range so the opponent can't hit you and make him miss, well, that's going to elevate your skill if you can do so. All right, so that's very important to practice these drills. That's why I designed these. Like I said, if you don't have cones, just place boxing gloves or shoes, whatever it is, pieces of tape. I like the disc cones personally because they're very easy to move around. All right, and now we're going to go to the next drill. All right, this last drill I have for you guys is to learn how to move in different ranges. All right, so the range is this. If I'm outside here facing Alex, of course I can't hit him with my jab. If I'm a little bit closer now, one step makes all the difference where I can now hit my target. And now if I take another step in, now the jab cross is not the tool of choice. It's going to be more the uppercuts, slipping into body shots. All right, so this is the drill to practice just that. All right, so place 4 markers right here. Now Alex is going to start to keep in mind those 3 ranges. If he's here and the opponent was right in the center here, that would be a longer range, right? So this is where you can almost take a deep breath, drop his hands if need be very quickly to relax the shoulders for 1 or 2 seconds, move out of range knowing that, you know, he's just on the outside of that range. Now, if he takes a step in, he knows he's on the first line of the markers, and that would be his medium range. In medium range, we would have our long range punches, such as straight punches. You also have some longer uppercuts or long range hooks. All right, if it was Muay Thai, we would have our knees, of course. Sometimes from this range too, if you back out on the back leg, you can snap kick in front, boom, and just score a point here. And now if he steps once more, he's in the inside of the cones, but that would represent in fighting. You're boxing inside the pocket, all right? And now when you're here, you have to imagine you're very tight, okay? Although you can score, you can also be scored on. All right, so this is where he's going to rip the body shots. See, body shots here, short uppercuts, but he's got to keep everything in tight. So this is going to teach your fighter that when he's on the longer range, he's got more loose. When he gets in medium range, he knows which weapons to use, also head movement. When he gets in tight, where he has to cover with his elbows. And if you're boxing, body shots. If it was Muay Thai, you got to be ready for clinching, for example. We're going to focus more on the boxing or kickboxing aspect today. So start doing the drill, Alex. So he's going to move around a little bit. That's it. It's more of a shadow boxing drill. He's got to know when he's inside the cones that he's in tight. And now he moves back out. See? Shuffle out. You can change directions a little bit. Shuffle. And then, boom, medium range. And now you get in tight. Step in again. Boom. See? In tight. Elbows in tight. Visualize someone's going to try to rip some body shots, so you have to cover. And then you move out. And then shuffle again. And we keep going. See? He's on the longer range, medium range now. Then he moves in tight. Back to medium, 1 step back, boxing range again, and then back to long range. Very good. So if you notice, these drills were all created by design to increase, enhance, and improve your footwork. All right, so like I said earlier, footwork is key. You can have the best kicks and punches in the world, fastest hands, most powerful kicks. it doesn't mean nothing if you can't get there. All right, so footwork drills, being light on your feet, I believe is going to give you that edge in the ring if you want to just spar. All right, it's going to really improve your ability to move in and out of range and score. All right, guys, so there you have it. Great drills to enhance, to help you being light on your feet. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Leave us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to our channel, and we will see you
in the next video.
Take care.